Loses it. Doyle slams it home. And the crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
And Friday night greetings from Astoria, Illinois, where it's the Macomb Bombers at 17-7 on the year against the South Fulton Rebels. Welcome, everybody, to Friday Night Hoops on the BSN, a Prairieland Conference matchup tonight from Astoria, Illinois, where a seat will be hard to come by tonight. Packed house tonight in Astoria as the Bombers get set to face the South Fulton Rebels. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene, great to have you with us tonight in Astoria, Illinois. We'll be joined by Rich Fowler handling camera work and station engineer duties in just a little bit. But great to have you with us. Friday Night Hoops here in Astoria, Illinois, where it's the 17-7 Bombers getting set to take on the South Fulton Rebels in front of a big crowd here in Astoria tonight. About a minute 10 left in the junior varsity contest, 39-37. The Bombers hanging on by 2 right now, as this has been a close one back and forth between these two junior varsity ball clubs. But we get you set for varsity action here in about 20 minutes' time. And the Bombers coming off a big 55-21 win over Rock Ridge earlier in the week on the road, and that kind of set the tone for the week. The Bombers obviously trying to go 3-0 this week with a game to be played in Chillicothe still late tomorrow afternoon. So the Bombers still 2 games in front of them here with South Fulton and IVC. So you want to close out the week with 2 more wins and go 3-0 all week long. And again, Macomb a 55-21 winner in Rock Ridge earlier in the week on Tuesday night. Nolan Hogue and Drew Watson leading scorers in that game. 13 for Hogue. Watson added 11. 8 threes made by the team in that game. They were raining in for him everywhere. And the Bombers run Rock Ridge out of their own gym. And really, it was a game they controlled right from the beginning. Gave them win number 17. And moved them to 17-7 on the year. This is a conference game tonight. Macomb 3-0 in conference. 2 games remaining in conference play tonight against South Fulton, and then the conference title will be Wednesday night of next week at home versus Illini West in what will be Class 2A blockbuster and a Bomber Sports Network blockbuster for you from the hangar. That a big matchup, and will be one of the biggest games in Class 2A. Next week on Wednesday night, when the Macomb Bombers play host to Blaze Kimmel and the Illini West Chargers. South Fulton coming into tonight with a 3-18 record. It's been a slow season for the Rebels on the winning front, but they've had some close games. Mike Simpson, the head coach, his second season at the helm of the program, took over for former head coach Casey Jones, who moved on to Lewistown to be an assistant coach with Carl Beebe on the girls' side of the program. Both those former South Fulton coaches went to Lewiston and took over their girls' basketball program down there, and they are rolling on with some success down in Lewiston as we speak over the last 2 seasons. So Mike Simpson, second year at the helm. Recent games for them, and a lot of these last 3 have not been close, and early on in the season, a lot of close games for South Fulton, but the last 3 not so much. Barry Western beats them 67-47 earlier in the week yesterday. And then a loss to Elmwood Brimfield earlier in the week, 64-32. And then at the end of January, a 70-36 loss to Beardstown. So on a bit of a losing streak, the South Fulton Rebels are. And still have upcoming in the next 3 for them, Monmouth United, North Fulton, and Lewiston over the next 3. Macomb, next 3 for them. IVC tomorrow afternoon. That'll be a 4 and 5:30 start. And then they will play host to the Illini West Chargers on Wednesday night. And then Friday night, senior night, against the Camp Point Central Panthers. So 2 big home games next week for Macomb, and arguably going to be probably some big crowds on hand for those 2. Illini West and Camp Point Central always draw the biggest crowds of the year, and I expect Wednesday night to be, quite frankly, a blockbuster. And it will be in style Indeed. Macomb and Illini West, that game set for Wednesday night of next week, and then Friday night at home for Camp Point Central. We're going to take our first break on our MDH pregame show. We're getting you set for Macomb and South Fulton. Friday night hoops here in Astoria, Illinois. You're watching and listening to Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. This is the MDH pregame show from Learfield.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Join you back at Astoria, Illinois, as Friday night basketball as the Bombers and Rebels prepare to go at it here in conference play here. Last 14 seconds of the junior varsity game. Macomb up 41-39, 14-4 left in this game. Macomb's last three games, you had the 55-21 30-plus win over Rock Ridge, 53-33 a conference win over Havana, a 48-29 win over BPC, and then that tight 51-44 win over Kewanee. So Macomb playing well over the last couple of games. They have not lost since that game at Sherrard all the way back on January 13th. That 65-57 final score. And so the Bombers, they've kind of found some rhythm over the last few weeks. It's kind of been what the doctor ordered after that Sherrard loss. And that was a challenge for them. It was a big game. And they couldn't get it done in the end. And Macomb would lose that one 65-57. So that's how that one would come to a close. But they have been victorious since in their last couple of games since that loss against Sherrard back in early January. So that's how they've been on the run over the last couple of games and playing well, 17-7 and on track for another 20-win season. Macomb has not had a non-20-win season in the 2020 decade. So looking to keep that streak alive here as we just 3 wins away from another 20-win season. The Pep Band is in the house here in Astoria tonight. It's a full house. Seats are going to be hard to come by in Astoria tonight. It is a full house tonight. They got the chili supper out in the lobby, and the South Fulton Rebels going to be set to enter from our right here, from our perch right above the floor here in Rebel Country. Astoria, Illinois, the site of tonight's Friday night game. And when the Bombers are in town here in Astoria, it's like a Super Bowl for the Astoria and surrounding communities. So here come the South Fulton Rebels onto the floor from our right. And the 15-minute clock is underway. We're going to take another break. When we return, we'll have more on this matchup. It's the Bombers and the Rebels, and it's coming up next from Astoria High School in Astoria, Illinois, on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Under 15 minutes away from Macomb and South Fulton. Great to have you with us tonight. It's Friday Night Hoops here from Astoria, Illinois. While we have a second here, let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bomber Basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Back at Astoria, great to have you with us, and we got Bomber Nation with us tonight, checking in Denver, Colorado, Macomb, Illinois, Lazy Boy Central, Quincy, Illinois, as well as Macomb. Viewers with us as well in Teutopolis, Downers Grove, Illinois, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, as well as Michigan, Key West, Florida, Anna Marie, Florida, Olney, Illinois, as well as Waverly, Illinois, Cape Canaveral, Florida, Foreston, Illinois, Keeneville, Crossville, Tennessee, as well as Katy, Texas, and Monticello, Illinois. Great to have you with us here. And be remiss if I also didn't shout out the birthday today of the late Adrian McMahon, longtime legend of the Macomb Western Holiday Basketball Tournament. Would have been his 97th birthday today. And he is a legend in Bomber Country. So the late Adrian McMahon, 97, it would have been 97 today, the IBCA Hall of Famer. So he is remembered dearly on this day today. Macomb and South Fulton, 11:45 until we get underway here in Astoria. We're going to take a break. When we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us to break down the matchup and more on our MDH pregame show on the Bombers Sports Network.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We're back on our pregame show, visiting with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our coach's visit, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Macomb and South Fulton, another Prairie Land Conference game ahead of us tonight. And Coach, another one of those kind of neat venues we play at. It's one of those tight environments, and you know you're going to get a good crowd here, and they love their basketball here.
Oh, absolutely. We're looking forward to this. You know, anytime you go on the road, it becomes a unique experience. It's one that you guys have to really be ready to play. It's one that you have to be prepared for. I think tonight will be a good experience for especially some of our guys that don't necessarily get a lot of time in some of the other games to see exactly how they've progressed and how they've come through the season, and especially defensively, right? And it's going to be tight, it's going to be cramped, but it's going to have to be one that you're going to have to be really mentally ready for.
When you look at South Fulton up and down the roster, what have you guys seen on film with them, and what do you look out for tonight?
I think they're going to play really hard, right? I think defensively they're going to mix it up on us some. They're going to do some things probably that we haven't seen yet this year. So I think in the long run that'll be really good for us. It's going to be something that we're going to have to make sure we got guys ready to step up and take shots when they try to take away some of our first or second options. And so I think that'll be a really good experience. I think offensively, they're going to pose us some challenges because their matchups are going to be a little bit different than what we're used to. And so it's one that we probably don't have as much of a scout on them as what we've had some of the other teams, but it's then our guys have to rely on their habits. We have to rely on doing the things that we're supposed to do, the way we're supposed to do them.
You guys got a nice win over Rock Ridge on the road earlier in the week. What'd you take out of that game for tonight and tomorrow when we go to Chillicothe?
I was really happy with the way we were balanced offensively. I thought we moved the ball really well. I thought we had guys rise up and take shots with a lot of confidence. I'm hoping that continues to go. I thought, again, in the Rock Ridge game, very similar to how we did like against Kewanee or against Havana, is we did a nice job of putting into play what we practiced defensively through the week. And so if our guys continue to have that type of mentality, regardless of who we're playing, I think that will really, really help us because we've got some really tough ones left to go, and I think that game at IVC is a great example.
When you look up and down that roster, or that schedule rather, you look at what's coming ahead with Chillicothe and Camp Point and Illini West, and you keep building towards that postseason here in just a couple of weeks. How do you guys kind of look out ahead and kind of start building towards that moment come the end of February?
Well, I think what you really got to do is make sure you're confident enough in your teammates, right, that when it going gets really tough, you're ready to step up and make plays. And I think the tougher the games are these next couple of weeks, the more ready you're going to be for that when it's on the line. And if you don't win that game, it's time to collect the uniforms. We have to put ourselves into those pressure type situations. The more that you're in them beforehand, the better off you're going to be when that time comes. And like the game at IBC, I think is going to be a great example of that. That's going to be really tough. I mean, they're going to be a lot bigger than we are, a lot stronger we are in a lot of the positions. And so we're going to have to execute well on both ends of the floor. And so the more you put your guys in those positions ahead of time, the better off you will be in the long run.
You've kind of coached small town basketball in the past and been a part of staffs at Lewistown too. These Friday nights here in communities like Astoria, this means a lot to those communities and things like that. What is it about small town basketball and games like this that make basketball season special?
I think it's pride. I think it's a lot of pride in the team, a lot of pride in the school, and a lot of pride in the community where you're going to get a lot of people to come out and cheer for each other because you're really genuinely excited for each other's success. And I think growing up in Avon, that's exactly how it was there. We couldn't wait to go to the games on Friday nights. And I think it'll be a very similar situation here tonight.
Give us your keys to the game for tonight.
Well, same as we always want to try to do, right? We want to make sure we're really solid defensively. We want to give them one contested shot. If we get a chance, I'd love for us to get out and run and see if we can get some baskets in transition. But again, we have to make sure we're making good decisions. We can't just take the first available. We got to get the best available shot.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our MDH pregame show. We'll take another break. Back with more from Astoria, Macomb, and South Fulton after this. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back at Astoria, Illinois on our MDH pregame show, 6 minutes away from Macomb and South Fulton. The last two meetings between these two teams, they've been around this time the last 2 years. 1 year ago, 2-7-25, so about a year ago this time. Macomb wins that one at the Hangar. They win it 67-42. Year before was February 2nd in 2024. That was the year we went to the Elite Eight. And that game was played here in Astoria. Macomb wins that one as well, 50-32. That one was a tight game throughout it. That 23-24 team under Casey Jones, they went 12-15. Had a really nice team that year over here in South Fulton, but Macomb able to handle it and finish the job. Let's take a look at our Keens keys to the game for tonight here against South Fulton. So Keens keys to the game for tonight. Number one, we got to set the tone. Nothing different. We got to come out, keep our foot on the gas, and set the tone tonight. Let's get off to that start we know how to do, start making those early baskets, and really set the tone here of how this is going to go tonight. Number two, defense creates opportunities. We got to play strong defense, be smart with it, avoid the fouling, and play that pressure-style defense that we know how to play all night long. And then number three for us, we got to stay mentally focused. This is one of those games where you might get up big at one point, you might have a running clock, but you got to stay mentally focused for all four quarters and get through it tonight no matter what. So stay mentally focused and play hard for all four quarters. Those are the Keens keys to the game here in South Fulton, Astoria, Illinois tonight as we get set for Bombers Rebels here in Astoria, Illinois. Great to have you with us here. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us. One of two games for you this weekend on the BSN. We're heading to Chillicothe late tomorrow afternoon for a matchup with IVC, the Grey Ghosts. And so we'll have that one for you tomorrow as well. So a busy time of year as we get set for America's original March Madness. We will have that in the next couple of weeks. Found out today that the Macomb girls basketball program, they will be hosting Farmington in the first round of the regionals next weekend on the 14th, Valentine's Day. And no better way to spend your Valentine's Day than a 2 o'clock regional game against the Farmington Farmers. So Macomb and Farmington, the girls basketball side, in the regional quarterfinals. That game scheduled for February 14th, next Saturday, 2 p.m. at Washington Street Gym in Macomb. The winner of that game will move on to the Farmington Regional and play IVC. So that's how the girls' postseason bracket shapes out. The boys' bracket comes out next week. It's a busy time of year as we get set for March Madness. We're going to take one final break. When we return, it's the Bombers and the Rebels. Friday Night Hoops here in Astoria, Illinois. After this, you're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network and the MDH pregame show from Learfield.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back with you in Astoria, Illinois. Our McDonough District Hospital pregame show is in the books, and we're getting set for the opening tap and starting lineups, introductions, all that and more for Macomb and South Fulton tonight. Great to have you with us here in Astoria, Illinois. The Astoria Pirates back in the day. The 1990 regional championship banner still up to the right. And we will be joined by the all-time winningest head coach in Astoria Pirate basketball history at halftime. Coach Dick Heen is going to join us, make his annual Astoria appearance here. They've had to control the masses all night long. Over to my left, and 1990 Class A regional champions. That team went 21-5 and beat Cuba in the Havana regional championship. So we'll talk that more at halftime tonight here in Astoria. Thanks for being with us. A minute away from the opening introductions. The band's in the house. The Astoria community is in the house. Big crowd on hand tonight, as it always is here. They love their basketball here, and it is always a good atmosphere here in Astoria. Small town basketball at its finest. And both teams will make their way to their benches, and we are going to meet the starting lineups, and we'll have our national anthem here as well. This has been the McDonough District Hospital pregame show on the Bomber Sports Network. Prepare to send it down to the table for the opening introductions here momentarily. Bombers will get their final shots up here tonight, looking to keep the winning streak going. It's been about a month now, getting close to it. About 7 more days, and it'll be a month-long winning streak for the Macomb Bombers. We're set for the opening introductions. Let's go down to our PA announcer for the national anthem and starting lineups. This has been the MDH pregame show on the Bombers Sports Network.
Welcome to tonight's game between the Macomb Bombers and the South Fulton Rebels. Would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
That's our national anthem here from Astoria High School, Astoria, Illinois, the 17-7 Macomb Bombers will get introduced here. No surprises in their lineup. It's Nolan Hogue, Drew Watson, Nick Elby, Isaac Lineball, Carter Havens rounding out the starting five. Jeremy Anderson, head coach for the Macomb Bombers, Brian Langworthy and Zach Keene, the assistants for the orange, black, and white. The lights will go dim here momentarily, and there they go. And the student section will make their way out on the floor for the opening introductions. Here are the South Fulton Rebels.
Number 10, Jasper Lineker. Number 13, Jackson Miller. Number 20, Riley Vogelsong. Number 21, Xander Thyner. The Rebels are coached by Mike.
So the starting five for Mike Simpson and his South Fulton Rebels. The student section and the little kids out on the floor as well tonight. Bombers in the visiting blacks with the orange and white trim. South Fulton Rebels in the home whites with the green and purple trim. Bombers Rebels here tonight from Fulton County, Astoria, Illinois. Fulgason and Hogue at center of court to tap this up and away. Bombers Rebels, strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Tap up in the air and one by the Macomb Bombers, and they'll go from our left to right as we see it, right above the floor here at center court in Astoria, Illinois. The Bombers come out right corner, three on the way from the right wing. No good for Drew Watson. Tipped in the air by Hogue. Put back. Second chance opportunity won't go. Tipped away from the Rebels on the offensive end. Havens to take it back. Watson from the left side of the front court. He buries it, and the Bombers will strike first in this Friday night contest here in Astoria, Illinois. Big crowd on hand tonight here in Astoria for this Friday night matchup between the Bombers and the Rebels. Just getting underway. Great to have you with us as we get this Prairie Land Conference friendly started in in Astoria, Illinois. Stolen away by Drew Watson from the backcourt, and the Bombers will bring it out in front. Havens and Lineball out there for Macomb. In the front court, left corner is Drew Watson. Free throw line, Nick Elby. Back right corner is Lineball. Pull-up jumper inside the baseline for Elby won't go, and the Rebels will take it the other way. They'll reset at the front court. Fulgason. Back top is Carruthers. Carruthers left front court, feeds left corner for Lineker. Out top jumper, no good. Rebound Watson. Bombers will take it back the other way. Into the front court, Watson. In the lane, Lineball. Ahead to Hogue to put it up and in, and a 5-0 run to start the game for the Macomb Bombers here in Astoria tonight. 5-0, 6:25 to play here. Opening quarter of basketball here in Astoria. One of two games this weekend for the Macomb Bombers. We're going to Chillicothe tomorrow to play the IVC Grey Ghosts. And our first foul of the night in the lane for the Rebels, and a foul against Drew Watson, his first. Be out of bounds for the Rebels. Actually, we're going to get some free throws here. They're going to say he did get the shot off to get the free throws. So our first free throws of the night. First one on the way, no good. Off the left back iron and no good. Riley Fulgason, the free throw shooter for the South Fulton Rebels here. 6:16 to play. The second one off the front of the rim and no good. Rebound Nick Elby, and the Bombers will reset from the backcourt. Left to right as we see it. Carter Havens crosses the midcourt line, and the Bombers will begin to run some offense here. Top of the key is Havens. Out top is Lineball and Hogue. Dribble drive from Lineball at the free throw line. Corner three on the way. Right corner three for Drew Watson. 8-0 Macomb here. 5:54 to play, and Watson's got 2 3 balls to start the game. 8-0 Bombers. Out top is Lineker. Drives in free throw line. Left corner now. Under some pressure is Jackson Miller. Miller under pressure from Nolan Hogue. Right corner now is Thyner. Drives in baseline. Now left corner for Miller once again. Out top 3 ball on the way. In and out, no good for the Rebels. Used every part of the rim, and the Bombers will take it back. Intercepted at midcourt line for Carruthers. And the Rebels reset here with the 5:20 mark of the opening quarter here. 8-0 Bombers as we get the midpoint of the first quarter here. 5 minutes to go. All Bombers here in the early stages of this. Jackson Miller out on the volleyball line. Drives into the top of the key. Miller looking under pressure from Hogue and Lionball there in the right front court. Carruthers with it. Out top now is Jackson Miller. And Mike Simpson will take his first timeout of the night. 30-second timeout. We'll pause for a quick one as well. After this, you're watching Macomb basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today. Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information.
Back with you in Astoria, Illinois. Rebels out of their first timeout of the night, down to 4 left for the evening. An 8-0 run to start the game for the Bombers as we get a travel against the Rebels as they try to drive in and put one up. Out of bounds from the backcourt for Carter Havens and Isaac Lionball, and the Bombers will take it back here. 4:41 to play in the opening quarter. Thanks for being with us. Friday Night Hoops here in Astoria. Chillicothe tomorrow. Nearly 400 miles between these two schools, between Astoria and Chillicothe. A lot of road time this week for the Macomb Bombers. Drew Watson puts that one up and in, and it's a 10-0 run for the Bombers here early. Out top is Carruthers with it. Left corner for Miller. To the lane. Knocked out of the hands of the Rebels by Hogue. Lionball trying to pick it up. Secured in the left corner by the Rebels. Out top once again for Braden Carruthers. Jackson Miller with it. Takes top of the key. Now right corner. It is Lineker in the lane. Thrown out of bounds. And it'll be back to Macomb. And Cooper Hobson and Kellen Martin in for Macomb for the first time tonight. Isaac Lionball, Nick Elby will take a seat. 3:56 to play here in the opening quarter. Bomber basketball from the backcourt. Carter Havens will cross the timeline here. 3:45 to go. Left block is Cooper Hobson. Out top, Carter Havens. Right corner is Drew Watson. Watson will drive in, kick ahead to Nolan Hogue. Look under pressure, double teamed in the right baseline. Back out top of the key for Carter Havens. Pulls up from the free throw line, missed it. Put back Kellen Martin. Second opportunity, good. Kellen Martin puts it up and in, and the Bombers on a 12-0 run here in the first quarter. 3:18 to play here. Dribble drive in the lane for the Rebels. Stolen away by Cooper Hobson. Bombers will go left to right. Watson on the fast break ahead to Hogue, who is fouled in the lane. And we'll have our first foul against the Rebels tonight at the 3:05 mark of the opening quarter. And that'll be on Braden Carruthers, his first, team first as well. Nolan Hogue will shoot his first free throws of the night. Going to get 2 here. 3:05 to play in the opening quarter. It's a 12-0 start for the Macomb Bombers on the road tonight. The first one up, used every part of the rim, drops. 13-0 Macomb. Hayden Katz will check in. Drew Watson will take a seat. Clemens in for South Fulton. One more for Nolan Hogue here. 3:05 mark of the opening quarter. The second one up, nothing but net. And in comes Colin Adams for Nolan Hogue. He'll take a seat. 14-0 Macomb Bombers. Junior varsity game, a close one. Macomb did edge South Fulton in that one, 41-39. A buzzer beater doesn't fall. Layup, tried to attempt there for the Rebels, and Macomb hangs on to win that one. Varsity game, a little bit different right now. Student section trying to get into it and fire up the hometown Rebels here. Bombers on the defensive end. Double team left corner 3 for the Rebels, up and no good for Miller. Rebound Hayden Katz. Katz going to sprint the floor. Ahead right corner for Carter Havens. Havens out top to Hayden Katz. Left corner now for the Bombers. Back top, Cats, and in the right corner is Carter Havens. Martin with it. Left corner, 2.5 to play in the first. Dribble drive in for Cooper Hobson. Back right corner, Havens for three. Buried it. Carter Havens buries his first three of the night. And the Bombers will keep pushing the lead. Carruthers out top. Left quarter for Parker. Rebels will move it around here. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. In the lane. Out top is Parker with it. Rebels will swing it around here. Free throw line. Tipped away by Kellen Martin. Bombers on the break here to Carter Havens. 360 won't go. Put back for Kellen Martin. Martin with 4 on the night. And it's a 19-0 start here for the Macomb Bombers. Tipped away in the front court. Kellen Martin going to rush after it. Did he go out of bounds? He did. Very close. 1:34 to play here in the first. Nick Elby going to go back in for Macomb, as will Isaac Lineball. 1:34 mark of the opening quarter. Carter Havens and Cooper Hobson will take a seat for the Bombers. Midcourt line for Parker. He'll get it in to the backcourt for Carruthers. 1:30 to play in the first quarter. Bombers in front, 19-0. In the lane, what do we got? A travel, yep. Travel against the Rebels, and in the backcourt for the Macomb Bombers. Line ball to Cats. And the 10-second clock will start for the Bombers here across the timeline. Cats into the front court to Kellen Martin. Tipped out of the hands of Colin Adams into the hands of the Rebels. Ahead in the lane. Floater up, no good for the Rebels. Put back, no good. Out on the left block. Stolen away by Isaac Lineball. Almost fouled near midcourt. Top of the key, Nick Elby trying to go all the way. Swatted away. Put back, Nolan Hogue won't go, and rebound to the Rebels. 55-3 to play in the opening quarter. 19-0. Lineball with it. In the backcourt, ahead to Cats, and Jeremy Anderson says settle it down and run some offense. 43 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Bombers trying to shut out the Rebels here in the first quarter of play. It'll be the first shutout of a team in an opening quarter this season. Free throw line, Adams. Back top to Adams, no good. Rebound to the Rebels. Fulgason in the lane, rebounds at 25 seconds left. The South Fulton Rebels can have the last possession of the opening quarter if they want it here, down to 20 seconds. Cats applying the pressure in the front court to Carruthers. Out top is Steiner. 10 seconds left here. Free throw line is the Rebels here. Back top to Clemens. And did he travel? Yes, he did. 4.7 left. And the Bombers will have the last 4 seconds to themselves. So from the backcourt here, Hayden Cats will let the ball roll to the midcourt line. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Left corner three, no good for Kellen Martin. And the Bombers will shut out the Rebels in the opening quarter here in Astoria. It's 19-0 Macomb after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner. Always here for you.
Back with you in Astoria, Illinois. 19-0 lead for the Macomb Bombers after 1 quarter of play, set for second quarter action here on Bomber Sports Network. First shutout of a team this year for the Macomb Bombers in a quarter. I believe the closest we had prior to that was Bushnell Prairie City back in the Spartan Tip-Off Classic 29-13 at halftime. Have to double-check that for you at the break, but believe that's the closest we've had to a shutout this season in a quarter. 7:43 to play here. Rebel basketball as we get the second quarter started. Floater in the lane, off the back iron and good. And the gym will come alive. First basket of the night for the Rebels. Up and good for Jasper Lideker, and the student section comes alive over there. 19-2. In the lane for the Bombers. Havens down there. Ball comes loose on the floor. Picked up in the backcourt by the Rebels. Parker with it. Brings it up into the left front court for the Rebels here. They'll move it around as we are about a minute into this second quarter here in the first half. In the lane for the Rebels. Out top is Carruthers. Inside to Riley Fulgason. Double-teamed Hogue and Elby. Back out for Parker. Tipped around at mid-floor. Havens trying to get in there and steal it away. Doesn't happen. And a foul called against Macomb. So Havens will pick up his first, team first as well in the quarter. 6:53 to play in the first half. Substitutions coming in for Mike Simpson's Rebels. 6:53 to go here, out of bounds near the Macomb bench for the South Fulton Rebels. Carruthers will inbound to the left corner and find Riley Fulgason. Fulgason out front to Carruthers. Rebels will move around. Tipped in midair by Drew Watson, out of bounds. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic from the left corner of the bench. 6:45 to play in the first half. So out of bounds here for the Rebels. It'll be Carruthers to inbound. Dribble drive in the lane for the Rebels here. Miller, and he traveled. So from the backcourt, it will be line ball to inbound. 6:39 to play in the first half. Line ball going to inbound to Havens, and Havens will push it back. And the Bombers will bring it up across the floor here with 6.5 to play in the first half. 19-2 advantage for the Bombers on the road tonight. Second of 3 games this week for the Bombers. Out top is Watson and line ball. In the lane, Havens to put it up and in. 21-2, and Havens with 5 on the night extends the lead for Macomb. 6:10 to play in the first half. And they'll say off the leg of Isaac Lineball there at the top of the key of Macomb. Be out of bounds for the Rebels. 6:04 to play in the first half. Near midcourt. Carruthers will inbound. Top of the key now for Lideker. Havens and Lineball up in the front court, applying the pressure for the Macomb Bombers. Fulgason with it. In the lane, jumper from 10 feet, good. Jackson Miller puts it up and in. First basket of the night for Miller. And the Rebels get it to drop. 5:35 to play. Watson at the top of the key. He'll drive in, right corner. In the lane now, trying to do something with it. Pulls up and got it. Right off the back iron and in for Drew Watson. 23-4, 5:19 to play. Out top is Lideker. Lideker to the right corner to Jackson Miller. Miller with Watson on the defensive end. Out top now is Clemens. Hogue applying the defense. Clemens to the basket. Up no good. Rebound. Drew Watson able to escape under some pressure in the lane. Watson trying to go the distance here for the Bombers. Under some pressure. Out top is Lineball. Free throw line, Nick Elby. Elby to the left corner to Nolan Hogue, and Jeremy Anderson makes his play call now with 4:45 to play in the first half. Hogue with it out top. Now to Elby. Elby to Watson. Pulls up from the free throw line, and he buried it. Drew Watson puts it up and in and makes it a 25-4 lead, 21-point advantage for the Macomb Bombers. Carruthers with it to Jackson Miller. Out top for Carruthers for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Nolan Hogue, and Jeremy Anderson wants a 30-second timeout. 25-4 with 4:16 left in the opening half, and the Bombers will have a line change out of this timeout. 4:16 left in the first half. Again, Macomb will travel to IBC tomorrow, play the Grey Ghosts, and then a big game, the next one for Macomb after that, Wednesday night at home. It's a boys-girls varsity doubleheader against Illini West. Be one of the bigger Class 2A games across the state. Next Wednesday night, all eyes on the Hanger, and that will be for the conference championship as well, but a lot of eyes on that one for postseason reasons as well. Both those teams in the same subsectional, and that is set to be a dandy. Be a BSN blockbuster for you next Wednesday. Girls at 6, boys at 7:30 against Illini West Chargers, the rivalry game. Right corner, Colin Adams, and it goes out of bounds, intended for Cooper Hobson, wasn't ready. Rebel basketball from the backcourt, 4:05 to play in the first half. Hayden Katz will be on the defensive end of the backcourt. Rebels will bring it up across the timeline with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Left corner is Lideker. Jumper inside, it's good. Jackson Miller. Miller with 4 of the 6 for the Rebels here at home tonight. Adams ahead to Cooper Hobson. Dribble drive from Kellen Martin in the lane. Out top is Conley with it. 3.5 to play in the first half. Kellen Martin, free throw line, left corner, Hayden Katz. Bombers will run it. Katz to the basket, up, missed it. Used every part of the rim. Rebound, Rebels with 3:20 to play in the first half. Bombers in front with a 25-6 advantage. Lideker nearly out of bounds in the top front court for the Rebels. Conley on defense here. Jumper, Miller missed it. Rebound Conley to Hayden Katz as we hit the 3-minute mark of the first half. Colin Adams to Cooper Hobson now. 2:50 to play in the first half. Katz corner. Adams for 3, and he buried it. Colin Adams on the board for the first time tonight for the Bombers. 28-6. 2:35 to play in the first half. Bombers in front. Lideker with it, out top. Stolen away by Katz. Katz will take it. Ahead to Conley. Conley trying to go the distance. Maybe he traveled. Didn't call it. Puts it in, and Conley on the board for the Bombers. Layup up and in. The left quarter is Lideker. Out top, Jackson Miller with it. 4 points on the night for Miller. Left corner, Carruthers drives to the free throw line. Left corner 3 on the way. Good from Jackson Miller. Puts it in. Leading scorer for the Rebels. Nothing but net on that one. 30-9. Lead to 21. Conley drives and he travels. Picks it up. 1:48 to play in the first half. Substitutions in for Mike Simpson's team. It'll be Rebel basketball from the backcourt. Rebel basketball here from our right to left. 1:45 to play here in the first half. 30-9. It's Macomb in front here on the road tonight. Picked up in the backcourt by Katz. Katz to Kellen Martin. Goes to the basket, puts it up and in. Kellen Martin with 6 on the night for Macomb. 32-9, and a foul in the front court gets Macomb. That'll be on Hayden Katz, his first, team's second. Rebel basketball near midcourt. Inbounds to the right quarter here. Fulgason with it. Dribble drive to the basket for Fulgason. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Colin Adams to Hayden Katz from our left to right. Adams with it at the top of the key. Now Conley, 1:13 to go. 32-9, Bombers in front. In the lane is Katz. Left block, turnaround, toss up, in and out, no good. Used every part of the rim. Rebound, Colin Adams to Hobson. Out top to Katz. Katz to Adams as we hit the 1 minute mark of the first half. The Bombers in front. Right baseline is Kellen Martin. Out of the left corner is Conley with it. Fires a three, missed it. Rebound, Kellen Martin in the right corner. Dribble drive from Colin Adams. Left corner now, Hayden Katz. Katz, dribble drive to the basket. Put it up, off the back iron. No good, no foul called. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Rebels will take it back. Fulgason with it. To Parker in the lane. Scoring a foul. It's good. Count it. Riley Fulgason. That'll be Cooper Hobson. It'll be his first. And Fulgason a chance to complete three-point play. 0 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. Fulgason missed it. Rebound, Colin Adams. Bombers will take it back with 20 seconds to play in the first half. 32-11. Bombers here. Katz will bring it up across the midcourt logo with 15 seconds left. Bombers will have the last shot of the first half. Kellen Martin drives to the basket. Off the back iron, missed it. Rebound Rebels with 4 seconds left. 3 seconds. 2, they got to shoot here, and the clock got to be at 1/10 of a second. That's excellent clock work by the scores table. 0.1, and all they can do here is inbound it. You can't actually get a shot off here that'll count. And the clock won't start. They're going to say that's it. And so there will not be a last play in the first half, and it's 32-11 at the halftime break. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Albee Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Albee Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time.
Join you back at Astoria, Illinois. Joined by at the halftime break, Coach Dick Keene with us, the all-time winningest head coach in Astoria basketball history, as we talked during the halftime break. Macomb leading it at halftime, and a lot of different rotations out there tonight for Coach Anderson. Good to get a lot of different kids in there.
You know, it's going to help him in the later on during the regional because he's getting these guys playing, and he subbed all 5 in and gives them an opportunity to play. It's a long year when you don't get to play very much, and they're coming in running offense and playing defense. The defense is really good tonight, but Coach Anderson always has really, really good defense. So
we talked 2 years ago when we came here. The next day we played Rock Falls. We knew that was going to be a tough one. Tomorrow we're going to Chillicothe to play IVC, and you got Illini West after that in Camp Point, so it's going to be a tough stretch to end the year here for Macomb.
But that's good right now. You know, win, lose, or draw coming up these next 3 games, we got to get some good competition before we go into the regional, because when you look at the whole thing, that the better teams you play right now is going to make you better the rest of the year, and these next 4 or 5 games are really going to help us out, I think.
When you look around the gym tonight, big crowd on hand. There always is when we come here, and you know how much small-town basketball means, whether the team is 21-0 or 0-21, you always get a big crowd here.
Well, you know, the one thing about it, South Fulton, and I coached when I was at Astoria, the people really follow here. I remember when your dad was a freshman, we won 4 ball games, but every time we played, it was packed here. They didn't travel so much, but when we play at home, this is a big deal to small town. And Coach Simpson played for me, and he's got these kids playing pretty hard, I think. So.
And they're still serving the chili suppers and the pancake suppers, and you name it around here, it's a tradition.
Oh, there's a lot of tradition in small schools. You go to Liberty, you go to a lot of these places. This is meaningful to everybody in town. So,
big regional here in a couple of weeks. Macomb going to be kind of that middle seed as we look ahead, and you're going to have Peoria Manual in there, West Hancock, Canton going to be in there. They'll be a little towards the bottom, and Illini West, West Hancock. It's going to be a tough one.
Bloomington Catholic, and the team over there that's got the regional. Who's that? What's the name?
Tri-Valley.
Tri-Valley is pretty good. I look for us to be rated 4 or 5 in there. I've been watching the scores, and I'm hoping that. And as a coach, I'd rather play early. So if you get a 5th or 6th seed, that's okay. You don't get that bye, but you get a game in, and it really helps you out get ready for the next game. So.
Other things coming up. You look next Wednesday, obviously probably going to be one of the biggest games of the year, and not just at home wise, but with the regional coming up at Illini West, and they're a tough team too.
Justice, I think, don't they seed Tuesday night or Wednesday? When do they
Wednesday.
seed? Wednesday. So that's going to be a big game. And I tell you what, Illini West has got some real good players right now. We played their sophomores the other night, and they got some players, but got 3 on the varsity. So our kids play very, very good defense, which helps us out, and we don't take too many bad shots, so that helps us out. It keeps us right in the game all the time. So
that 1990 regional banner just to our right. What can you remember not only about that game, but more importantly, there was a little bit of a post-game event that took place right at center court here.
Yeah, well, in the regional, the first week of the season, we had a pretty good team. We had kids that played for us for 4 years, and they all competed and worked hard. And T.J. Wilson said to me, we was down sitting in the locker room, and he said, Coach, if we win the regional, will you do something? I said, well, what's that, T.J.? He said, well, we bought a diamond earring. You have to wear an earring. I said, if we win the regional, I'll come back here and get it pierced. So we came back here. Both sides were completely full after we beat Cuba in that regional over there by 7 points over there. And we came back and they pierced my ear. I had to wear it for a year, though. That was the deal. So,
well, you could put it back in probably.
Well, if Grandma can find it for us, that's what we'll do.
Well, I think once the basketball boys heard that story, they wanted to. They want to see Jeremy Anderson get his ear pierced. I don't know if he'll do that.
Well, might do that. I'll talk to Coach, see what he does. I'll tell you what, if I can find it, I'll have those guys take mine and put it in his ear if he'll do it.
There you go. Coach Richard Keene on the halftime report. Thank you. Thank you. Back in a little bit from Astoria after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
getting set for third quarter action here from Astoria High School in Astoria, Illinois. Saw Dr. Kurt Oldfield on that commercial just before we came back. Want to take a minute to publicly congratulate him once again on the new opportunity down at Lincoln Land Community College. They're getting not only a tremendous president, but a one that is, I put this out there, just so involved in the college community. And you don't see that a lot of institutions, but Dr. Oldfield, truly one of the best. Appreciate all the work he's put in for Macomb and Canton and Havana and Rushville, all those campuses over a decade plus of leadership. So our congratulations to Dr. Kurt Oldfield on his new position and advancement in his career, and best wishes to him in Springfield. We're going to pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bomber Basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
16 minutes of play left here in Astoria, and then a trip back to the Bomber country, and then a road trip tomorrow afternoon up to Chillicothe near Peoria. And the IVC Grey Coats and the Bombers will meet at 4 and 5:30 tomorrow. So late afternoon, early evening contest for you. We'll be with you at 5:10 p.m. tomorrow for Macomb and IVC. The Grey Coats and the Bombers tomorrow on the Bombers Sports Network. Bomber Nation checking in with us tonight. Bedford, Texas, class of 1970. That's our friend Bob McMahon down there. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, his late father's, Adrian McMahon's, birthday today. Would have been 97 today. True legend of Macomb basketball in the holiday tournament. IBCA Hall of Famer. Industry, Illinois, Adair, Canton, Quincy, Connecticut, as well as Anakie, Iowa. Viewers with us as well in Orlando, Florida. So great to have you with us. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us here in Astoria. Ready to get quarter number 3 underway. The Bombers will have the possession arrow as we get started here. They'll get the clock reset. 32-11. Havens, Watson, line ball, LB, Hogue out there for Macomb. South Fulton also with their starters, Lideker, Carruthers, Miller, Feiner, and Fulgason. Bomber basketball out in front court, and we are underway in quarter number 3. Hogue will lose it off his right hand, and it'll be Rebel basketball. 7:49, just getting the third quarter underway. Great to have you with us on this Friday night in Rebel country. Out in the front court is Lideker. The right corner is Steiner in the lane, picked up by Watson, and the Bombers will control it. 7:30 to play. Watson across the timeline in the lane to Elby to put it up and in. Nick Elby puts it in, his first basket of the night, and it's 34-11. Bombers in front. Rebels will drive, kick out right baseline. It is Fulgason. Fulgason out top is Steiner. Rebels will move around the outside. 7 minutes to play. 34-11. 60 seconds into quarter number 3. Right corner, Lideker. Watson on defense with Havens there with him as Carruthers will take it. 3-ball top of the key. No good for Miller. And Nick Elby and the Bombers will secure and go the other way with it. 6:40 to play. Bombers will move up into the top of the key. Elby with it near the free throw line. Now Carter Havens. Havens looking. Out to Watson for 3. Buried it. Drew Watson. Third 3-ball of the night. Puts it up and in. He had 3 against Rock Ridge on Tuesday night, so tying his best for the week. One more, and he's got his best at 4 for the week. Watson on the steal. Bombers on the break. Watson could go the distance. It's stolen away from him by the Rebels. Lideker takes it. Tries to go all the way for, South Fulton. Picked up by the Rebels after the missed shot. Pull up from 15 feet. Good for Jackson Miller. 37-13. And Miller has 9 for the Rebels. 5:45 to play in the third quarter. Bombers in front. In the lane is Elby. To the basket. Turnaround. Put up and in. Elby with 4 now. 39-13. And Jeremy Anderson will go with the new 5. Going Grinnell style. 5 in, 5 out. 5:23 to play in the third quarter. Right corner for the Rebels. Now to the free throw line is Fulgason. Missed it. Rebound Nick Elby. Watson will take it the other way. Out in front is Watson and line ball. Hogue with it. Out top is Elby. 5:08 to play in the third quarter. Hogue with it. Drives. Kicks out line ball. Trying to save it before it goes across the line, and he does. Watson secures it near the Rebels logo in the right front court. Watson to Hogue, and the Bombers will move it around the outside perimeter here. Havens drives, free throw line. Right corner, baseline 3. Line ball, and he got it. Isaac Lineball, his first basket of the night. It's a 3 ball. And the Bombers keep the foot on the gas. 4:35 to play in the third quarter. 42-13. Carruthers with it. Out top of the free throw line now is Fulgason. Fulgason will drive, right block. Kicks ahead to Thiner with it. And the Rebels will move it around here. 4:20 to play in the third quarter. Miller with it. Pulls up in the lane. Missed it. Tapped around, rebound, Bombers. Watson with it. Across the SFR at midcourt. To the basket. All the way. Puts it up and in. Jeremy Anderson will call a timeout. 44-13. After the Drew Watson basket. It's a 30-second timeout. Again with you tomorrow night from Chillicothe, IVC. That game 4 and 5:30. JV at 4, varsity 5:30. We're with you at 5:10 p.m. tomorrow. That'll begin our MDH pregame coverage. Macomb and IVC from Chillicothe, Illinois. As we continue to wind down the regular season, America's original March Madness on the girls' side begins next Saturday, February 14th. The Bomber girls basketball team will play Farmington in the opening round at home. Again, that's the regional quarterfinal next Saturday, 2 o'clock at the Washington Street Gym in Macomb for Macomb girls versus Farmington. Out of Jeremy Anderson's second time out of the night, Rebel basketball as they bring it up into the front court. Carruthers with it, kicks ahead and finds Lideker, and he's fouled. Foul against Macomb. That'll be against Colin Adams. It'll be his first, team first as well. Out of bounds for the Rebels here. Carruthers to inbound it from behind the basket on the baseline. Corner 3 on the way, up and no good for Lideker. Rebound in the lane for the Rebels for Jackson Miller. Right corner now is Fulgason. Fulgason, right baseline drive to the basket. Turnaround toss-up won't go. Rebound Kellen Martin and the Macomb Bombers. 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Colin Adams out top to Cooper Hobson. Back to Adams. Dribble drive from Adams. Right corner 3. Conley missed it. Rebound in the lane. Carruthers picks it up and he double dribbles. And it'll be back to Macomb. 3:26 to go in the third quarter. So be behind the basket on the baseline. 3:26 to play. Bombers in front. About to pick up win number 18 of the campaign here in a little over 12 minutes of play from now. Corner 3 from the left corner is no good for Martin. And the Rebels will take it back from our left to right as we see it. Rebels will bring it up into the front court. Fulgason. Out top is the Rebels. Corner 3, no good. Rebound into the hands of Colin Adams. He'll control it. He'll kick ahead to Hayden Katz. Jeremy Anderson will direct traffic. 2:58 to play in quarter number 3. 44-13. Pull-up jumper, no good for Hayden Katz. And the Rebels on the rebound. Lideker on the rebound. Kicks ahead to the basket. Up and good for Jackson Miller. Puts it up and in for the Rebels. 44-15. Conley with it. Top of the key. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Now Katz kicks to Adams at the top of the key. Left corner is Conley. Drives in, floater on the way. No good for Conley. And the Rebels on the rebound. A push from up into the front court. It'll be the Rebels with it. 2:10 to play. Jasper Lideker pull up from the left block and he buried it. Lideker with 4 on the night now. 44-17. Hayden Katz back the other way with it for the Bombers. 1:55 to play. In the lane for Kellen Martin. Left corner 3. Conley missed it. Rebound to the Rebels after Conley's missed shot off the back iron. Out front for Lideker. Left corner for Miller. Dribble drive to the free throw line. Missed it. Rebound Cooper Hobson. 1:23 to play here. 44-17. Bombers in front. Kellen Martin for 3. Out top. Missed it. Hobson going to rush after it. Picks it up off the Rebels, and it'll stay with Macomb. 1:13 to play. Mike Simpson will add some substitutions into his lineup. Bomber basketball out of bounds on the back baseline. Out in front for Adams and Hobson. In the lane, tipped by the Rebels, stays with Macomb. 1:08 to play. Stays with Macomb out of bounds here. 68 seconds to play in the third quarter. Student section for South Fulton getting fired up over there in the corner. Katz in the left front court. 57 seconds to play. Out to Adams and Conley. Conley will drive, and he's fouled. Be the first team foul against the Rebels here in quarter number 3. Out of bounds Macomb with 53.8 left in the third quarter. Left corner Colin Adams. Out front for Hayden Katz. Katz ahead to Kellen Martin. In the lane for Hobson to put it up and in. Cooper Hobson on the board for the Bombers there. 46-17. 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Stolen away in the backcourt. Tipped, and it's backcourt violation. 21-6 left here in quarter number 3. Bombers still a basket away from a running clock here in the fourth quarter. .17 seconds left. Katz in the lane, tipped out of bounds by the Rebels, stays with Macomb. 15 seconds left. .46-17. Jeremy Anderson will have to go grab that one. Hobson with it, out top for Colin Adams. 10 seconds left. Martin misses it. Rebound Cooper Hobson. Down to 6 seconds. Martin to the basket, and a foul call. So Clemens will pick up that foul, his first. First one up and no good for Kellen Martin. One more here for Kellen Martin. 4 seconds left. Big one. Second one up and good. 47-17. And that would initiate a running clock, bearing a basket here from South Fulton in the last 2 seconds here. Corner 3 on the way. No good. 47-17 as we head to the fourth, and a running clock after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College, Visit SpoonRiverCollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today. You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
About to get the fourth quarter underway in Astoria, Illinois. Thanks for being with us. Great to have you with us. It's Macomb and South Fulton here in Astoria tonight. 8 minutes to play here. The Rebel basketball out of the break. From the midcourt line. 8 minutes to play here, and we are underway in the fourth quarter. It's 47-17. Bombers in front here, about to pick up their 18th win of their season. Carruthers with it. Right corner now for Davis. Out into the front court, Carruthers will reset for the Rebels here. 7:30 to play in the contest. Left block for Parker in the lane. Tipped into the hands of Colin Adams. Adams to Katz. Goes over his head and out of bounds, and it will be Rebel basketball. Clock will keep running here. Running clock here. Second one of the week for the Bombers as they put a running clock on the Rock Ridge Rockets on Tuesday night. And they'll do it again here Friday night, and then tomorrow going to be the marquee game of the week for Macomb on the road in Chillicothe against IVC. Rebels with it in the lane. Parker with it out top for Davis. And a foul in the lane against Macomb. So that'll go against Cooper Hobson, his second. And 2 free throws for Kyler Clemens. First one on the way, it's good. Second one on the way for Clemens, and he missed it. In and out, no good. Rebound, Colin Adams and the Macomb Bombers. Right to left for Macomb, 5:58 to play in this Friday night contest here in Astoria. Free throw line for Cooper Hobson. Drive in Martin, right corner 3, Conley. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound Martin, out top, Katz for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Adams to put it up and in. Colin Adams with 5 on the night. Up and good for Adams. 49-18, 5:35 to play in the ballgame. Carruthers with it. Right corner drive from Parker. In the lane to the basket. Up and good. Kyler Clemens. 49-20. Knocked out of bounds there, and will be back to South Fulton with 5 minutes to play. Our Sports Corner at 1:24 post-game report coming up next here from Astoria. Recap this one and a quick preview of tomorrow as we look ahead to Macomb and IVC. That game tomorrow, 4 and 5:30. MDH pregame live at 5:10 p.m. tomorrow. Marquee game of the week for the Macomb Bombers as they'll go to Chillicothe for a JV varsity contest. Travel there. And some relatively close games with IVC over the last couple of seasons. Last year it was senior night. Macomb was down at halftime. And Macomb climbed all the way back, went on a 33-1 run, 33-2 run, something like that, and run away with it. It was quite a performance. 4:10 to play in the ballgame now for the Bombers here in Astoria. 49-20, Bombers in front. Katz out in the front court. Left block is Hobson. Drives into the lane, puts it off the glass and in. 51-20, Cooper Hobson. 3:50 to play in the ballgame. Across the timeline for the Rebels here, down to 3:40 to play in the ballgame. Left block is Kyler Clemens. In the lane for Clemens. Right corner three on the way. No good off the back iron for Parker. 3:30 to go. Hayden Katz in the lane for Martin. Almost a foul. Put back up and good for Cooper Hobson. (53-20), 3:18 to play in the ball game. Left corner, Cooper Davis. Davis to the left block, up and scoring a foul. Count it. Good for Kyler Clemens, and he'll get a free throw. So third foul against Cooper Hobson. And a three-point opportunity here for Clemens. 2:40 left in the ballgame. Free throw on the way, missed it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands from Colin Adams to Kellen Martin. Into the front court. Martin to the basket. Kicks out Conley. Right corner is Hayden Katz. 2:28 to play in the ballgame. Colin Adams directing traffic from the top of the key. Now left corner, Hayden Katz. Katz, dribble drive to the basket. Trying to go all the way. Put it off the back, iron it in. Hayden Katz on the board for the Bombers tonight. And I believe that's going to put everybody in the scoring column for the Macomb Bombers tonight. And it will. Katz, the final one to contribute to the scoring column. Everybody on the board tonight here for Macomb with 1:50 to left in the ball game. Foul there against Katz. It'll be his second, team third. Out of bounds in front of their own bench here for the Rebels. 1:40 to go in this one again. Our Sports Corner at 1:24. Post-game report coming up next. Recap of Macomb and South Fulton. Look ahead to tomorrow with IVC. And then from tomorrow, wrap it up for the weekend as a corner three will drop for Cooper Davis. Buries it. That coming up next on the Bombers Sports Network. Top of the key for Adams. Looks in the lane to Katz to put it up and in. Hayden Katz will answer. 4 on the night for Katz. 57-25. 1:05 to play. Final 60 seconds of the ball game. Left corner three, good for Parker. He puts it up and in. 57-28. Martin with it. Right corner. Cooper Hobson in the lane, under pressure, and he's fouled. .35 seconds left here. The second foul against the Rebels there. Out top, Adams in the lane. Katz right off the back iron and in. 59-28. From the backcourt here, final 15 seconds of this one. The Macomb bench will rise up to their feet. 10 seconds left here. Right corner drive, Cooper Davis. Out top to Feiner in the left corner with 3 seconds left. In the lane, tipped into the hands of Kellen Martin, and the Bombers win it in a Macomb blowout. 59-28, and they pick up their 18th win of their campaign here in Astoria, Illinois tonight for the Macomb Bombers on the road in Astoria, Illinois tonight. 59-28, the final. (59-28) our final here. We'll get Bomber player up here momentarily. Join us here quickly. Let's see if they send somebody up or not. The Bombers will win it 59-28 in our Sports Corner at 1:24 post-game report. Will be coming up next from Astoria. 59-28 our final score here. And Macomb will win it on the road tonight. Pick up their 18th win of the campaign. They'll look for number 19 tomorrow in Chillicothe against the IVC Grey Goats. 59-28 our final score here tonight. Hayden Katz going to join us here on the postgame report. Pick us up. You get 6 points there at the end, put up the final baskets there. What'd you see out there tonight? Nice win for you guys.
Oh, yeah, it was good. Got a lot of possessions in, being able to get up down the floor with the second team out there. It was good. Felt good to get it back out there.
A big second half in 15 and third quarter for you guys, and then a nice scoring run in the fourth, and it was really a balanced effort from everybody tonight.
Yeah, it was good. Everyone got score a little bit, Felt good.
Chillicothe tomorrow. That'll be a tough game for you guys. What do you got to do to get win number 19 tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we got to focus on a lot of big guys there. So we'll figure it out. Get back to work tomorrow.
Very good. Congratulations.
59-28.
Hayden Katz on our Sports Corner at 124 postgame report. Thank you.
See ya.
All right, that's Hayden Katz on our Sports Corner at 124 postgame report. Back with more from Astoria after this. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Health Care provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Health Care covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home health care. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Join you back in Astoria, Illinois. It's a Bomber victory tonight on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Game night doesn't end at the buzzer. Sports Corner at 124 in downtown Macomb. You can enjoy great food, cold drinks, and wall-to-wall sports coverage in a relaxed setting. Whether you're stopping by after the game tonight or settling in to watch what's next, Sports Corner is a convenient place to keep the night going, located at 124 Northside Square in downtown Macomb. Macomb assistant coach Zach Keene with us following a 59-28 victory tonight, and I mentioned to your dad at halftime, nice to get everybody in the rotation tonight and everybody in the scoring column.
Yeah, I thought our kids come out well. Defensively, we had a really good first quarter, when we outscored them 19-0. Gave up a few backdoor buckets in the first half that we definitely shouldn't have given up. We talked about that at halftime, but I felt like our overall performance, defensively was right where it needed to be. Offensively, I thought our kids shared the ball really well. We had 25 field goals and finished with 14 assists on 25 field goals, so we're moving the ball, sharing the ball, and I thought they did a really nice job. Drew was hot early. They kept finding him, but I thought we did a really nice job of finding the open man and attacking the basket tonight.
Yeah, Hayden Katz there finishing there at the end with 6. You got Cooper Hobson with 6. Kellen Martin, Zeke Conley contributing, as well as Havens, Adams, line ball, LB, Watson, Hoax. Everybody in the scoring column tonight, and give you guys some confidence before you guys head to a tough game in Chillicothe tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want to roll into a game like that with confidence, and I felt like our kids played like that tonight. I felt like, late in the game when the clock's kind of running a little bit, we've got to kind of keep our kids engaged a little bit more. We gave up a few buckets that we didn't want to give up at the end, like the few uncontested three-point shots, but really, I felt like it was a real good team effort tonight. Every guy get in the scoring column, like you said, which is nice. But in the same sense, it allowed us to work on a little bit of things that we may see tomorrow night and try to work on those. So it's going to be a long road trip tomorrow, but it's nice to get a win tonight, and we'll get refocused and be ready to go again tomorrow.
400 miles separating Astoria and Chillicothe, lengthy one tomorrow. And then, you come here tonight, and this is like, a Super Bowl for Astoria. Anytime we come here, their seats are hard to come by for this game and really any game here. And, playing here, growing up here, you know how big basketball is here, and this is a big deal on a Friday night.
Yeah, it is. No matter what the records are or anything like that, no matter who they're playing, people are going to show up and support their players, and I thought they did a good job of that tonight. Their student section was into it. They had a really nice home crowd, and it was nice. It's always nice to come back to see some of the changes that happen here in the gym and things like that. There's a lot of memories in this gym, and I spent, thousands of hours in here myself, and it was always nice to have a nice home crowd behind you, and I thought they did a good job tonight. And our kids handled it well, though. They came out and they played really well and handled that really well. So it's always nice when I can come back and you bring back performance this way, and we picked up 2 wins, and so that was nice to see that our kids performed well in a gym that I'm familiar with.
Very good. 59-28 final score, and back at it tomorrow in Chillicothe.
Yep, sounds good. Appreciate it.
Very good. Zach Keene on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report as the Bombers walk out of here with a victory tonight on the road and win it in Astoria, 59-24. That's going to do it tonight from Astoria, Illinois. This broadcast, an exclusive presentation of Bomber Sports Network, produced under the broadcasting rights for the private use of our audience. Any other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of Bomber Sports Network prohibited. Our sports director, Justice Keene. Rich Fowler, our station engineer, work and camera duties tonight. Thank him for all his work, per usual. Back with you in Chillicothe tomorrow at 5:10 p.m. for our MDH pregame show, Bombers and IVC Grey Ghosts. We'll be with you tomorrow at 5:10. Until then, go Bombers and good night from Astoria, Illinois.